Welcome to the ASAA 4A Provincial Basketball Championships. We're going to keep this very formal. My name's Dean Airball Plant, and this is my other MC,
Renee Double Dribble Vanderbliss. He's trying to keep it kind of informal. We got our high school outfits, and I even got my high school hair back, so looking pretty tight.
You can't take that. We're in the middle of something.
It could be important.
Seriously.
This is it. Hello? Hello? No, this is a bad time. No, I'm right in the middle of something. No, hurry up. I don't have time for that. Yeah, he's here. He's right here with me. Yeah, okay, I'll tell him. Yeah, no problem. Okay, talk to you later.
Who was that?
That was a principal, Chris Good.
What did he want?
He wanted me to tell you that he wants his shorts back right after this is over.
Oh, okay, well, phone him back and tell him I'll wash it for him.
No problem. Perfect. Okay, enough about us. Let's introduce the athletes that are making this all worthwhile. So here we go with the introduction of the teams.
First team up from Red Deer, Hunting Hills Lightning!
Next, the Charles Spencer Mavericks.
Next up, the Notre Dame Pride.
Make some noise for the Medicine Hat Hawks.
All the way from just south of Edmonton, the Duke Composite Tigers!
Next, the Strathcona Lords.
Put your hands together for the St. Mary's Saints!
Give it up for the Spruce Grove Panthers.
Big hand for the Jasper Place Rebels!
Give a warm welcome to the Western Canada Red Hawks.
Rock Pandas.
Next up, the Foothills Composite Falcons.
Put your hands together for the Harry and the Titans.
Way down south, the ASAA Clippers.
Let's hear it for the Raymond Comets.
All the way from Rock Prairie and Rock Prairie, Phoenix.
Let's hear it for the St. Joseph's Falcons.
Put your hands together for the ASAA Rams.
A warm welcome from the Ross Teamers.
Please welcome the Ceremonies and Churchill Bulldogs.
A big Lindsay Finger welcome to Leslie Pearson Patriots.
From the City of Champions, the Jasper Place Rebels.
Let's hear it for the Western Canada Redhawks.
Next up, the McGrath Seals.
your hands together for Archbishop O'Leary Spartans!
Please welcome the Holy Trinity and Happy Knights.
A big round of applause for the St. Francis Xavier Rams!
Give it up for the Raven Comets.
A big welcome to the St. Mary Saints!
Put your hands together for the Medicine Town Hawks.
And now, for the thousands in attendance and millions watching around the globe, I'd like to welcome you to the front, Nova Nishishni, to do our land acknowledgement, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Felix Thurman, and third-generation Canadian, raised and living on the beautiful land of Treaty 6 in 7th Territory. We would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory to the north of the Red Deer River and Treaty 7 territory to the south of the Red Deer River. Today and every day, We are thankful for the ability to connect, grow, and participate in sport on this land. We acknowledge and give thanks on the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries, and we commit to continued learning and improvement today and always. Thank you.
Please remain standing and welcome Gus Fine to Singapore, Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté le pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We'd like to take a minute to both welcome and thank some important people who continue to support the Raiders athletic program. Please stand and wave when I call your name. Board Trustee with Red Deer Public School, the lovely Batman.
And what's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superintendent John Erickson. And welcome to his Batman, Associate Superintendent Ron.
Thank you all for being here for our opening ceremonies.
And now, from best to better to good, here's our principal, Chris Good.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to welcome all of you to our school, to Lindsay Thurber for the 4A Provincial Basketball Championships. First of all, I want to welcome all of the players, the athletes, and the coaches from the teams. It's a major accomplishment just to make it here. There are hundreds of high school basketball teams in Alberta. There's only 32 teams that are in this gym, and they're going to get to play this weekend. So congratulations for being here. And best of luck for the weekend. I also want to just give a huge thank you to our volunteers and our organizing committee. Our organizing committee has put a lot of hours into making this event happen, and we have over 200 volunteers. We have students, we have staff, we have people from the community. So if you get a chance this weekend, please thank one of our volunteers. Finally, like I said, I just want to wish good luck to all of the athletes and all the teams competing, and go Raiders.
The next guest I'd like to introduce won provincial championship in his high school in McGrath in 2003, all the way from McGrath.
Where is that?
Well, I didn't know, so I Googled it. And anytime I see like the word McGrath or McDonald or McGurkendale, it kind of brings up my Scottish heritage, so I'm going to talk like this for a wee bit. Is that right? You're right with that, Tim?
Works for me.
So I decided I was going to Google this McGrath place, and there's actually some really interesting things about it.
Where'd you find out?
They've got a population of 2,400 people.
Whoa.
That's almost the size of Lindsay Thurber. I'm not lying. And another really interesting thing is, it's near Lethbridge. Oh, just one more. That was supposed to be funny right there. It was established in 1899. The year 1899.
That's a long time ago.
It is. It was about the same year they made these shorts. All kidding aside, I'd like to introduce the Minister of Tourism and Sport, our Honorable Joseph Schau.
McGrath, are we in the house? I can't hear you. All right. Yes, that was me. That's me now. And that was me at number 21, 75 pounds ago. It is an honor to be with you here today and around such amazing high-caliber athletes. As a tourism minister for Alberta and sport minister for Alberta, it's a pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the government and Premier Dan Nelson. But as an athlete, I have been looking forward to this event for a very long time. Because as I just mentioned, 21 years ago, I was sitting in your exact same position, looking forward to competing and playing for a championship. Now, I've been around a while, and I can tell you that this event is the premier high school sporting event in the province. And I've been around the country, and it's pretty tough to beat nationwide. We put on a heck of a show, and I want to thank Lindsay Thurber for hosting. Please give her a round of applause. I want to thank the coaches, the players, the volunteers, the staff, ASAA, everyone who's put time into this. And I actually heard as soon as I came in here that late last night, someone was even up on a ladder, indexing the backboards to make sure they were clean, so when you're all blocking shots off the backboard and chase down blocks, your fingerprints are brand new right up there. But as each of you were coming in, I saw this look in your face. You're here. You're here to compete. You're here to win a championship. And it's a look I know all too well because I had it myself not long ago, at least in my own mind. But you can tell a lot by a look. And I want to tell you about one in particular that I got that stuck with me for a very long time, and it happened in 2012. And I got it from none other than Kobe Bryant. Now, this story actually starts in 1992, because in 92, FIBA allowed NBA players to play in the Olympics. So USA Basketball put together, not arguably, but the greatest sports team in the history of sports, the Dream Team. I mean, you're talking about Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Christian Laettner. There you go. The greatest college basketball player of all time. And it wasn't a matter of how many points they're going to win, but by how many points. And I think the average margin of victory was 44 points. They wiped the floor with everybody. And they set a bar pretty high for basketball in the U.S., and they continued to play well until 2004, when USA Basketball kind of lost their way. They didn't win the gold medal at the Olympics. So USA Basketball went back to the drawing board, hired Mike Krzyzewski to bring in what would be the resurrection of USA Basketball. And you put together a really great team with some amazing players. But as they were going through their whole process and preliminaries and qualifying, something was missing. And that something was leadership. So they went looking around, they picked up Kobe Bryant. And he did exactly what they wanted him to do. He came in first, he was the last guy to leave, he put in the effort, he was a leader. And sure enough, in 2008, USA reclaimed their spot as the top basketball program in the world, winning the gold in the Olympics. Flash forward to 2012, that's where I came in. So I was playing basketball in England and stretching with my teammates, and one of my point guards, he was organizing the London 2012 Olympic tournament. I said to him, give me a volunteer job. I speak Russian. He looked at me, if you want a job? Yeah. Okay. So sure enough, I ended up running the liaison program for the Russian men's basketball team at the 2012 Olympics. And it was an experience of a lifetime surrounded by those caliber athletes. And the Russians exceeded all expectations. They ended up running the table in the pool. They beat Spain, they beat Brazil, and then in the semifinals. In semifinals, they lost. They lost to Spain. I was really disappointed. I wanted to see Team Russia play against Team USA for the gold medal. Didn't happen. But they played Argentina. They won a bronze medal. So I'm standing in front of the locker room, the Russian players on the locker room, having a blast, celebrating, won a bronze medal, made to stick around for the podium. And in the locker room next to me was Team USA. And you could hear them all in the locker room, getting hyped up and ready to go. You could even hear the distinct voice of the bronze. Like, let's go, boys, let's get this W. Door clicks, and I'm standing in front of the door, and it's a narrow hallway. Look to my right, and out files everybody. I mean, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Tyson Chandler, LeBron James, Coach Day, the whole staff. Noticeably absent was Kobe Bryant. Only one way to get in the court. He was somewhere, but he wasn't with the squad. So I'm standing there, the whole team's gone, coaches are on the floor. A minute passes, 2 minutes pass, 3 minutes pass. It seems like a lifetime. And then the door clicks. And I look to my right, and there's Kobe. Comes up. And he's walking, real nonchalant. He's got a bob in his head. It's like this. And I was still upset about the Russian team losing. As it got closer to me, I couldn't hold it. I just said, kick the crap out of Kobe. And he's walking like this. He looks at me. Just walks right past me. And it was a moment of time in his life that I'm sure he maybe forgot. But that moment, I swear to you, Kobe Bryant looked into my soul. Kobe Bryant knows my sins. He knows the past of my debit card. I've never seen a look like that in his face. Flash forward to the game. We're sitting courtside, stick around for another ceremony in Germany, right? And he gets trapped in the corner, sideline, baseline, two guys on him, shot clock's winding down, and I'm looking at him. And he's cool as a cucumber. It's a midsummer's day. It's like he had done this 100 times, 10,000 times before. Look around, nobody, turns around, hits his three, and then a flashback to that look. And I'm like, how many hours did Kobe spend in the gym, in the weight room, watching film, talking to coaches, to have that look, to earn that look, to earn the right to go out there and know that there's not a single person on the floor more prepared than him to go out and win a championship. And a championship and a gold medal they won in incredible fashion. It's in basketball, any sport, life heck, nothing's deserved. It's all earned. All of it is earned. Every single one of you have earned the right to be here today. Prince Wood just said, there's a whole lot of teams in this province who would love to be here today. They didn't earn it. You did. But your job isn't done. There's a lot left to go. You got to win 4 games to win a championship. Now, are you willing to earn it? Have you done the work to earn it? Are you willing to hold your teammates accountable? Are you willing to hold yourself accountable? Are you willing to listen to your coach? Are you willing to push yourself harder than anybody else is willing to push you? Because I can't do it for you. Your coaches can't do it for you. Only you can. Now, when I was watching the zone final last week, in the Lethbridge, rather than McGrath versus Medicine Hat, which was a fantastic game, by the way. Congratulations to both of you. I got into 46. Hey, Scout, you missed this. Man, whatever. I miss it. I miss fouling in this gym. I miss the warm-ups. I miss the pre-games. I miss the cheerleaders. I miss all the fans. If It's an amazing time. Not like that. But I stand before you with sore knees, property surgery, sore ankles I click and crack when I walk, but I'll tell you, I'll take it and more if I could play one more game in actually matter. This tournament matters. This tournament matters so much. And whether it's your last tournament as a senior, or you're going to go on and play after high school, which I know some of you are going to do, you have amazing careers. This tournament matters. You got work to do left. So I want to impart a little bit of advice for you before we go. First one is this. Game recognizes game. Don't let petty rivalries get in the way of good relationships. Treat your opponents with respect. It could be your teammates someday. There's a coach in this room that I played against in high school, played with in college, and played against in college. Amazing players, did incredible things with basketball. Didn't like him in high school. He's his opponent, but I respect him, and always have. Slow feet don't eat. Remember that. Play your strengths this weekend. Develop your weaknesses in the off season. When the ball goes up, do what you do best. If you're a runner, run. If you're a jumper, jump. If you're a shooter, shooter's got to shoot. Be a good teammate. Know when to pass them on the backside, and know when to kick them on the backside, figuratively. It's a fine balance, but the best years are mastered with skill. Admittedly, I was not the best teammate all the time. Tried to be, but I'm sure I was downright to suffer. But I've learned that skill. Try to be a good teammate. Last thing, have a past. Nice about the story. There are countless teams that love to be here, but they're not. You are. Only one team is to leave here with an banner. You should all get to leave here the experience and the memories and the opportunities that will last a lifetime. So to all of you, say congratulations on your success of being here. Have a great weekend. Best of luck. And buckets.
Hey, Airball, I'm not sure about this next guy. It says he works for ASAA.
ASAA, brother.
Oh, yeah. ASAA. All right, here is the executive director from ASAA, John Payton.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to agree with the best acronym. It's the best we can do. So, honourable ministers, our athletes, coaches, students, families, friends, I do bring greetings to you on behalf of the Alberta Schools Athletic Association. Every season, each of the student athletes, and it is so great to see you here today. And your coaches, you have been working so hard to get to this point. Well, goal one, you've achieved it getting to provincials. Now the rest is up to you. And I welcome you to the big show. Show us your skills and abilities, your talents, and your sportsmanship. You're probably wondering about your competition. I know I would be. It's been a long time since I played sports, but I still look on it as fondly as I look on anything in my life. And it's really hard to follow Minister Scout and the story you gave. But school sport has been a part of my life for many years, and I love it. You all come to this competition with a deal of trepidation and excitement at the same time. But consider that all of the other students that are here competing against you, they are competitors. They all have their own story. When I was a young person, I didn't really think of anybody else's story. I just thought about the fact that I'm here to win, my team's here to win. But each of you have a story. You're all people and you have wonderful things you can do in your schools and on your teams and you contribute. And we're proud to be associated with high school student athletes. So what I ask is you enter this competition with an open mind that while sport is important, the experience that you have, leadership skills that you will develop, the friends that you make, are the things that you will remember most. My closest friends are the ones that I met through sports, through college, and that will be the same way for the rest of my life. many people in this group are coaches, the people they see, that they revere, the people they play sports with. So take the time this weekend, even though it might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, to say hi to somebody you've never met, and someone from another team, and enjoy getting to know them. You know, one thing that was really important was when we came out of COVID, there were studies that were being done, and it makes all the sense in the world to me, that during that period, the first 6 months of COVID, they started doing some studies to find out how student athletes were doing on having sports. And what they found very quickly was the levels of anxiety and depression in those student athletes went sky high. It's because what you do and what you learn from your coaches and build those friendships is so important. And the world of school sport is so important. So I hope that school sport is here for another 100 years at the same level as it is, and as it ramps up in the future to be more recognised for the value that it is. I do want to thank and acknowledge our corporate partners, our Alberta BLA Direct and Huddle, but also the Alberta Government. Thank you, Minister, for the funding support that we received in association from the province. And there are other sponsors that have supported us in using those in our championship program. But I'm particularly grateful for the folks here at Linton Purple High School. I've been to many championships here over the years that your staff has hosted, that your students have sat in the stands with great respect. It is amazing to me. I know there are a number of schools that you can hear a pin drop here at Linton Purple, and that's everything right now. I want to thank you. And I want to ask all the teams to help me acknowledge and thank Terrence McMullen, Daniel Bryan, the tournament chair, all the students and staff of Linton Purple High School. You guys are second to none, and your volunteers are absolutely outstanding. So I challenge you to live the theme, this is to the athletes and the coaches, live the theme of the ASAA's new sportsmanship program, which is called Set the Bar. It encourages athletes, coaches, and spectators to set the bar on a level of sportsmanship and ethical behaviour that you would be proud to tell others about. I encourage you to lead the team in each category, in each boys and girls who receives the team sportsmanship award, and it's you, the student athletes, and the coaches who set the tone for how your spectators behave when they're sitting in the stands. So I really hope to see some leadership in the area. So congratulations, play hard, and have a great time.
Thank you, John. Now we'd like to introduce the next generation of Raiders athletes who have been practicing really hard over the last couple of weeks for their debut appearance playing in our main gym. But before we do that, we just want to get your vocal cords going here. So on this side of the gym, you're going to be cheering for the red side.
Just wondering, Hairball, when you eat your craft dinner, what do you eat it with? Fork. That's stupid. I use a spoon. Fork. Spoon. All right. Fork. Spoon.
Red team over here, red team!
Let's go White!
Thanks.
There's nothing like playing your first competitive basketball game in front of 1,000 people. Like, that's crazy. Isn't it awesome? You guys are great. Thank you. Who knows, maybe one of these few years ahead, one of these states will win a provincial basketball championship or be Minister of Sport and Tourism. Who knows?
Hope you have here some hair.
All right, we now want to welcome a video message from Casey Bosch. Casey is from Lethbridge, Alberta, and attended Chinook High School. She entered her high school career scoring 2,200 points, averaging 23.6 points per game. She went to play to Gonzaga in the States and came back to finish her career at the University of Lethbridge. She now competes with Team Canada in the Women's Field 3 program and is an assistant coach for the University of Lethbridge Pronghorns women's basketball team. Welcome, Casey Bosch.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate all the student athletes in the building tonight for the amounts of effort they put into practices and classroom. Being a student athlete is so difficult, but the experiences and lessons are extremely rewarding. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to all of the caregivers, the teachers, the coaches, the family, the trainers, anyone else that I might be missing. I think it's pretty safe to say that without your support, these student athletes would not be in the position they are today. My name is Casey Bosch. Most of you probably don't know who I am, so I'll introduce myself a little bit. I played volleyball and basketball for Chinook High School in Lethbridge, which was a 4A school at the time, and it's actually the 10-year anniversary of my grade 12 provincial tournaments in 2014, where we lost to Raymond High School in the finals, who I know will be watching this video. At the end of high school, I had to decide what avenue I was going to take for my post-secondary career. I was fortunate enough to have two different options. I had been offered a full-ride Division I scholarship for both volleyball and basketball to Gonzaga University in Spokane, Washington, but was told I would have to pick one or the other. So I had to think about what option I wanted, and I thought that I would play basketball for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Eventually, I decided to transfer home and play at the University of Lethbridge, where in my first couple of months back, I had a season-ending ACL tear in my knee. I had to sit out for 1 year, but was able to play for the 3 seasons following my injury, and graduated from the University of Lethbridge in 2020, right as COVID shut the world down. After I was done playing at the university level, I kind of figured I was retired from basketball, given the circumstances of COVID, and because I didn't really want to play for any team other than my university squad. But now I play for the Canadian Women's 3x3 team, and we're hoping to make an Olympic run this year for the 2024 Paris Olympics. As you can probably tell from that brief history, my athletic career has taken a lot of different twists and turns, and I've messed up more times than I can count. I've had more injuries than can be listed in an entire encyclopedia, but overall it's been the best time of my life. Somehow along the way, I've become a better athlete, teammate, daughter, and most importantly, a better person, but that's just the power that sport has. Because I don't have time to share everything, I'm only going to share 3 of about 1 million lessons I've learned along the way that have helped me to get to where I am as an athlete and as a human being. So, my first lesson is that nobody gets to where they are by themselves. Without the bus driver, none of you would be here. Without the custodians, gym floors would be unplayable. Without your teammates, you'd be playing by yourself. Without the refs, you might not see as much foul trouble, but there wouldn't be a game to play. Without your coaches, there would probably still be offense, but probably not a lot of defense. All people rely on each other, and all successful people have found other people who invest just as much energy and believe in them as they do in themselves. Don't get me wrong, your abilities, work ethic, and confidence will get you to a certain point, but without the help of other people, you're limited to the amount of success you can reach. These investors come in many different forms. They can be family members, coaches, teammates, teachers, or even random members of the community. But it's important to know that it's okay and pretty much necessary to rely on other people at some point or another to be successful. I have different people I could pick as an example of this, but there's one person in particular who has believed in me more than I have ever believed in myself, whether that be the court, the classroom, or the community. That person was my university coach, Dave Wackenbeck. I've known Dave since I was 16 when I was playing my last provincial team summer. And when I transferred home from Gonzaga, he was the assistant coach at the University of Lethbridge. Now, I mentioned before that I tore my ACL in the summer of 2016, but I was convinced I was never going to be the same athlete that I was before my injury. I already had it in my head that I was going to be able to come back and play, but I was probably going to have to change my style to fit my new knee. After you tear your ACL, you need to have reconstructive surgery, and for me, it took 9 months after that surgery to be able to get back to playing full contact again. Dave Wackenbeck spent hours every week with me for 45 consecutive weeks doing the most mundane and trivial drills because it was like I had to teach myself how to move again. But I wasn't alone during my comeback because Dave was with me every step of the way. I had countless meltdowns, moments when I didn't think I was ever going to be a good player again, and so many moments of frustration because he knew that I was capable of doing more than he even thought that I could. He was pushing me outside of my comfort zone so that I would be able to find my self-confidence again. I would tell him I wasn't ready for certain movements or wasn't able to do certain things, but he made me try everything because he believed in me more than I ever believed in myself. I was stuck in what was happening in the now and couldn't see how far I had come, but he was right there with me, seeing all of my improvements and my potential for the future when I couldn't. When I was constantly comparing where I was at in my recovery to where I was when I had been healthy, he was seeing how far I had come since my surgery and was celebrating all the little victories along the way. If I didn't have him investing his optimism in me when I felt like I could invest in myself, I can guarantee you I wouldn't have gone on to have a successful basketball career at the university, and I most definitely wouldn't still be playing basketball today. My success is a result of all the people who believed in me and continue to believe in me, as much and on many occasions even more than I have ever believed in myself. I am where I am today because of the people I surround myself with. So make sure you thank the people who support you over and over and over again, because behind one successful person is a long list of people who helped them to get to where they are. My second lesson is that there is no worse career ender than a person's arrogance or ego. Keep your composure, keep your confidence, but most importantly, keep your humility and your positive attitude. Like any other skill with time and practice, it's possible to train your attitude. My dad gave me this book when I was in high school that I live by, that I read every single year. It has so many different lessons. I encourage anybody to grab a copy, give it a skim, and it's called Rules for a Night by Ethan Hawke. It says this about humility. Never announce you are a knight, simply behave as one. You are better than no one, and no one is better than you. A few chapters later discusses pride by saying, never pretend you are not a knight or attempt to diminish yourself because you deem it will make others more comfortable. We show others the most respect by offering the best of ourselves. I think that this is a super important distinction to make because pride and arrogance are completely different beasts. Arrogance is born of insecurity, while pride is born from dignity, self-worth, and self-respect. Mastering the balance between confidence and humility can honestly take a lifetime because it's not just about how you present yourself externally, but also about the attitude and values you carry within. In today's interconnected world where reputation travels fast, a single display of arrogance or ego can overshadow years of hard work. So be kind. Be proud of not only yourself, but the people around you. Being a good teammate, treating officials and coaches with respect, and playing the game the way that the game is supposed to be played will always be more important than your own physical abilities or performance. So, as you navigate this tournament and your future endeavors, remember to carry yourself with the grace of a true knight. Be humble yet confident, respectful yet assertive, and always striving to be the best version of yourself. At the end of the day, being a good human is exponentially better than being a good athlete. My third lesson is to work as hard as you can for as long as it's healthy for you. This looks different for every single person and depends a lot on different factors, but your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional health are equally important and should be considered in any decision you make in your life. In other words, you can only do so much before you get burnt out. For me, that point was at the end of my grade 12 season and continued into the first 2 years of my university career. When I left for school at Gonzaga University, I was not in a good place mentally or physically. I had had multiple concussions in my grade 12 year. The longest one had spanned 3 months, and I'd been feeling a lot of post-concussive symptoms, the main being depression. My mental health was at an all-time low, and I didn't know who to talk to about it. So I just never did. My grades were slipping, I had no motivation to put an extra work in the gym, and I was barely eating anything at all, which were all very uncharacteristic of me. I knew something had to change, and at the end of my second year at Gonzaga, I knew I had to come back home because along with my depression, I was experiencing high levels of anxiety. The toughest conversation I had ever had was with my dad when I told him I wanted to come home because I didn't want to disappoint him. I think as a parent, sometimes you have these big plans and ideas for your kid, and as harmless as they may feel to your child, they can feel like the weight of the world. That's kind of what it was like with my dad. He was a world champion, Pan Am Games champion, and multiple sports halls of fame, and is a Guinness World Record holder. So trying to live up to those achievements was always on my mind. My dad knew that I was unhappy, but he didn't know to what extent, and I was scared that he wouldn't understand where I was coming from when I told him. But when I gave him the call, and I was broken down in tears over the phone, he was nothing but supportive. I was so relieved that I had finally shared my feelings with the person I was most scared to be disappointed by, and he wasn't even disappointed. Finally felt like I could make a decision that was the healthiest for me, and that was to transfer back home to the University of Lethbridge. I traded private planes for long bus trips, unlimited amount of free beer and shoes for a couple t-shirts and shoes I could buy myself, but most importantly, I traded my depression and anxiety for a renewed sense of optimism and love for school and basketball, something that I'd been missing for 2 years. During that experience, I learned how to identify when to push through, when to take a break, and when to be done for good. I had worked as hard as I could given my mental state for as long as was healthy for me. As an athlete, you make so many sacrifices. You sacrifice your time, your energy, along with other things in order to get better at your sport. What you have to do is weigh whether or not those sacrifices are worth the chance of achieving the goals you have in mind for yourself. When you feel like those sacrifices aren't worth it anymore, you have to ask yourself, should I push through, should I take a break, or should I be done for good? There's no wrong answer to that question as long as you're gentle and honest with yourself, because your health should be the #1 priority. At this age, there's still so much time to get better at whatever it is you're striving to do. You might not be the tallest, you might not be the most athletic, you might not be the fastest, you might not have even played the sport that you like the best. There's an abundance of opportunity ahead of you if you choose to pursue it. What's important is to remember to be patient, make mistakes, and continue to grow in whatever aspect you can. Excellence lives in the details. So, let's review. My first lesson is that nobody gets to where they are by themselves. My second is that there's no worse career ender than a person's arrogance or ego. And my third lesson is to work as hard as you can for as long as it's healthy for you. For some of you, this could be your last basketball tournament of your entire life. For others, you may still have a year or 2 left. No matter your grade, I hope that when you're all finished out your endeavors, you feel like you gave it everything you could. I hope you remember all the times you laughed with your teammates, all the times you pushed yourself further than you thought you ever could, and all the people who were there to help you out when you fell down. There will be roadblocks along the way, no doubt, but I promise you that with every roadblock, offers a lesson, and every lesson shapes you into the person that you are and are willing to become. Be grateful, be humble, be kind to yourself. Lastly, don't save anything for the drive home. Leave everything you have on the court. Thank you for letting me share a few of my experiences with you, and congratulations to everybody on making it to this tournament. Good luck.
Thank you for that message, Casey. We'd now like to welcome Jada Markworth to kick off the competition with our athletes.
In the name of all competitors, I promise that we should take part in these provincials in the true spirit of sportsmanship. We promise to respect the sport of basketball and the rules that govern it by playing fairly and honestly. We promise to show the same respect to the officials and the calls that they make. We pledge to respect our coaches, listen to their instruction, and strive to meet the goals that are set before us. We promise to encourage our teammates and help them play to the best of their ability. We promise to respect our opponents as we strive for victory, and to understand that it is striving that is important and not the victory. We promise this will be a drug-free event, and we pledge to never use performance-enhancing drugs. We pledge to use our gifts and the abilities in basketball to build integrity, self-respect, perseverance, cooperation, a sense of justice, teamwork, and responsibility within ourselves. And on behalf of Lindsay Biver Comprehensive High School, we would like to welcome all the teams to our school and wish you the best of luck. We hope you have a great weekend here at Lindsay Biver. And now, I hereby declare the 2024 4A Men's and Women's Basketball Provincial Championships open.
I know everybody's itching to get going, so we'll be really quick. Just one final word to the players. And I picked a quote from Herb Brooks, the coach of the Miracle on Ice team. This is what he said: "You were born to be a player. You were meant to be here. This moment is yours." I'll just add to that: play hard, play fair. Good luck, enjoy this provincial, and may the best team win. Thank you. Students, if you could please wait in the bleachers while our athletes and special guests exit first. Good luck, everyone.
side, left to right, kids.